finally figured out that the company that we were competing against they done like siding, gutters, brickwork, like a whole bunch of different stuff. So it was kind of a handyman versus like an actual company. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Dylan.
Morning.
Morning.
Awesome. I can hear the excellence. I love it. Okay. So we will flip it around and Dylan, I'm going to pick on you.
Alrighty.
So Dylan, I have this proposal here, but I have a price for about $1,000 cheaper. So I have to consider them.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. It's always a good idea to consider all of your options. We've gone over everything with the building, all the features and all the benefits and everything. So the price were the same. Who would you rather go with? Would you rather go with us or the other company?
I mean, if the price were the same, I'd rather go with you guys.
Okay. And why is that?
I mean, for one thing, you'll have an actual people here that know what they're doing versus at Home Depot. It's hard to find somebody that even knows what a storage building is. So yeah, I mean, it's just you guys seem like y'all know what y'all are doing.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's better to spend a little more and get exactly what you're looking for and get the support that comes along with that. So why don't we just go ahead and get this taken care of for you?
Okay. So yeah, that was good. So these first rounds we're planning to do it like one time. Make them handle the objection one time until we get that one like really good, and then we'll go back and I'll give him two of the objections. So I'll say it twice, like, hey, no, not yet. I'm still considering this. And then we'll, tie 1 and 2 together and then keep going and keep going. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So very good. Joe, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, we go to the price one right away, and I guess that's probably the first objection, because we in roofing and in buildings we're not the least expensive, we're not the most expensive. So, but yeah, so I think that's good that we go to that right away, but not to forget the other ones that are capable,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just you just got to keep digging
Sure.
for it, like you did in the first one. But I understand how we're going to build on it, but I think Dylan did great.
Yeah, and Dylan, I think you missed it because you were just hopping on, but when we ask that question, we want to keep going. Like if they give us an answer, say, oh, because you guys are whatever, keep asking them, okay, great, why else? And keep going until they have all the reasons out, because the first one or the first one or two they give you might not be enough to actually make a difference. So you need to get all the reasons out because you're going to use those reasons as to why they should spend more with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Very good. All right, Stephanie.
Yes.
Thank you for coming out and giving me this quote, but I got 3 or 4 quotes, and I have somebody that's about $3,000 cheaper than you.
Okay, great. Yeah, I understand getting several different quotes, kind of considering the one that's, the least expensive. So if the price were the same, which one would you rather go with?
I would rather go with you guys.
Okay, well that's great. We love to hear that. So Why would you rather go with us versus the other company?
You guys, I would, because I was referred by Joe. He said that you guys
Okay.
were good.
Yeah, I remember Jay. He's a really good guy. He's actually called in a couple of times and told me how, how good the roof is holding up, and that he appreciates the support that he's gotten. What other reason would you rather go with us?
For one thing, y'all's quote is it's different. Like everything is lined out. Everybody else came out. It just said, okay, we'll do it for, you know, this amount. So things were a little more detailed in your quote.
They are. And that's real important when you're looking at what you're actually paying for. Because with us, yeah, we're a little more expensive maybe, but you're looking at it and you know what you're getting on this roof. With these other guys, they might be skipping steps. I'm not saying they are, but they could be. And that could really cause issues with your roof down the line. So what do you say we go ahead and look at this contract, get it signed, and get you on the schedule?
All right, I think that'll be fine. Let's do it. All right, Dylan, any critiques?
No, I think that was really good. Yeah, I think that's
All right.
pretty good.
Yes, Greg.
Yeah, so I like, and it's different when you're role playing right in front of your peers. It's a lot different. I like what Stephanie said about that they might be skipping steps and stuff like that, but we got to find a way to say that without saying that, right? So, but I know I saw where her train of thought was going, but you almost have to get them to say that.
Sure.
So maybe a way, but that's awesome. If you can get somebody to think that the other company is going to skip steps or take shortcuts, that's powerful, right? Because now they totally, because what you've done, you've destroyed the confidence for the other customer. But what you have to do is, so yeah, our proposals are or our roof inspections are methodical, and our proposals are spelled out easy, because we do not we know that we can't afford to miss any steps in the process. And what we find out is that the more precise our proposals are, I don't even know what you guys give people, but that goes to the crew, and that way they never miss a step. So that's the same way of saying they're going to miss steps, but you plant the positive seed of what we do, and all of a sudden it's like, crap, if all they did was scribble this proposal on a napkin, then yeah, it's possible that they're just wanting to get the job. They're desperate, and that's not, hey, listen, we're booked about 2 weeks out, or we're booked about 3 weeks out, but I can get you done in about a week and a half if we can move today, this sort of thing, but yeah, no, shaking the core foundation of the confidence on the competitors. Kudos, good job.
Yeah, great job, Stephanie. And that's what, because a lot of times when people get these quotes, they haven't asked themselves a question, okay, which one would I rather go with if all these prices were the same? Most people don't ask themselves that, but when you ask that, it makes them think, and their reaction is typically, oh, I'd rather go with you guys. And then you ask them why, and they start thinking about it and then saying it out loud. And the more they talk about why they would rather go with you, the more confident they become in you, and the less confident they become in the competitor. So great point there. All right, Greg. Building or roof? Which would you like to sell?
Roof.
Roof. All right, Greg. Well, thanks for coming out, but I have a quote for about $8,000 less. So I can't. Yeah, I can't just do anything yet.
Yeah, no, that $8,000 is a significant amount of money, for sure. I gotta ask you though, if our prices were the same, who would you rather go with?
I would rather go with you.
Uh, I'm glad to hear that. Can I ask why?
Yep. I mean, you guys have a good reputation. I've heard a lot about y'all.
You know, and reputation is really important. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
So is there another reason other than our reputation, right? That there's a huge $8,000 is a big disparity between pricing, but is there another reason what you would go with us instead of a competitor?
Yeah. I mean, it's mainly that I know that you guys have done a lot of work in the area. You know, I've been here for a while. The other guy he's not local either. I've never really seen him before. So you guys are more local. Y'all right here. Y'all have been in the area. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah.
No, I appreciate that. And that's something that we really pride ourselves with in is that we are a local business. And as as things come up, we're looking at a 20-year relationship, right? And we're gonna be around. We live here, we work here. This is where my kids go to school. So we're gonna be around. And if if we can we can be there at the same time, we can be there within 24 hours if you have any concern. But again, I get it. $8,000 is a big difference. But can I ask you why you haven't decided to just go with that other company yet? Or why didn't you get that roof?
Yeah. I mean, really, I don't know what all they're doing. They're a lot cheaper, but it's not itemized. The steps aren't laid out, so don't really know what I'm getting with them.
Yeah, I know, and that could be a little intimidating, right? As you can see in our proposal, we go methodically through the process. Um, what we found, what we're doing about it, and um, and we'll give you step by step. What's really neat is that my notes go to the roofing crew. That way, they don't miss a thing. It's important, especially in a roof like yours, that everything is done precisely. Um, so we want to make sure that everything is taken care of. And granted, I get it. I've had to make similar decisions along the way. But would you agree that paying a little bit more, even if it's significantly more money, but to get exactly what your home needs, right, is a better value for you?
Yep. Yep. I can see that.
Yeah. So, and I haven't had a chance to see the other company's proposal, and it could just be that they didn't notice something that we did. That's all. Um, but so why don't we go ahead and just schedule a service, and I can have the guys out here in about 10 days. Would next Thursday or the following Tuesday be?
Tuesday would be fine.
All right, great.
Very
Thanks a
good.
lot,
So
Tim.
yes, not a problem. So one thing that right there at the end that has blown up in my face before is mentioning the other person's quote,
Yeah.
like saying,
Yeah. As I was saying, I say, no, this is a mistake. Or even mentioning the $8,000 again.
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, well, yeah, that and like mentioning the other person's quote, hey, they probably didn't do something that we're doing, and then they said, well, here's the quote, and you go through it, and everything's the same, and then that the customer's like, why am I paying you an extra $8,000 for the same thing? And it's just
Yeah.
then it sets you way back in the whole process.
Yeah. As I
So
was saying it, I was like, I was trying to hit all the steps on the 1 through 4.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
no,
and then
good catch.
tying them together like that is really good.
Sorry.
Any other thoughts?
Who's unloading the truck and kids
My-
go?
Hey,
Dogs are just going nuts. It's 8:36, guys. I'm sorry.
yes, I'm getting a call as well. I need to go. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful day.
All right, bye.
Bye.